Good afternoon. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm so glad you guys decided to tune into today's episode. As always, if you have any suggestions or requests, please DM me or leave a comment under a video and I will make sure to get back with you as soon as possible. With that being said, let's begin episode number 6, The Rat Race. In this episode, we'll be talking about one of the lovely expectations society has placed on 20-year-olds, and that is none other than career paths. This one is a fun topic because I've probably been the most indecisive person when it comes to career paths, and I know it drove everyone crazy, mainly my mother. Sorry about that, Mom. But this is the first concept that I want to discuss, actually, and that's the idea that as 20-year-olds, more like, I guess, 17-year-olds in high school, we were expected to know exactly what we wanted to be for the rest of our lives. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but personally, I don't know who I want to be every day, let alone for the rest of my life. So why would we? Why do we place such a heavy burden on ourselves to fit in and to find a career path that we can survive in? What makes it so hard to pick a career at such a young age? And why do more than 25% of people work in fields that are different than the college degree they obtained? These are some questions I want to answer today in the episode, so stick around and learn a little bit more about the process of career delegation. I'm sure all of us have been told that in this world, we have to have a degree to be successful, or that the passions we wish to pursue aren't going to provide us a living. As heartbreaking as it is to hear, for me, those words are actually fuel. Fuel for me to pursue my passions, even if they might seem crazy. People will tell you thousands of things when you tell them their dreams, but if the first thing they say isn't go for it, then their opinion shouldn't hold any weight in your mind. What you pursue is entirely up to you. Even if it isn't the world standard of a career, the world standards are changing quickly, and you might be that person that brings a positive change that the world needs. Even if you decide to change your career 1,000 times before you settle, just know that you're not made to fit into like a box, and you're made to be different. We have far too many normal people in this world, and it's time we see some individualistic people with unique values and ideas. During college, I started out as a psychology major, then sociology major, then cognitive science major, then college administrative major, then early education, then nothing. I was so lost, and I honestly felt really stupid for not being able to find a career that I was going to do for the rest of my life until I realized that the things that were quote unquote holding me back, like my various hobbies or wide variety of skills that I was able to do, were actually something that saved me from being part of the rat race. Now, there's nothing wrong with finding your career at an early age or knowing what you want to do. In fact, that's amazing. Like, you go. That's awesome for being able to do that. I'm just giving encouragement to those who feel as if they're hopeless because they can't find it yet, because I was in the same boat. My biggest advice is spend time getting to know yourself. Take up all types of hobbies and see what inspires you. Don't get frustrated just because you might not fit what the world wants you to be passionate about, and it might not fit the mold of what your family or friends or classmates expect from you. Your career is your decision, and I full-heartedly think that making that decision at such a young age is one of the most suppressing things you can do for your dreams, especially if you're pursuing something that you're not passionate about. You only have so much time on this earth, so why would you spend most of it doing something you hate? I know sometimes it can be intimidating to start something new, and honestly, yeah, it's scary as hell. But what's scarier is never reaching the potential you're destined to have. In my opinion, your career should be a mirror to yourself. It should be something that when people see you, they see, wow, that person's passionate about this thing. You can obviously tell that they're devoted to it. Or it should be something that you're proud of doing. And yeah, some days you're not going to love it and it's going to be exhausting, but it shouldn't be something that you dread going to every day. Keep that in mind. Even if it's a career that your parents want you to be in, or you're just really good at, or whatever the case may be, if you don't love it, don't do it. You shouldn't feel like you're unsupported or underappreciated in your career. You should feel valued and have a desire to pursue your goals by using your career to your advantage. Another huge thing that gets wrapped into our minds from a young age is that we need money to be successful. And to some degree, that is correct. You need money to afford to live, of course. But to me, the biggest accomplishment your career can bring you is peace and prosperity. And that is something that money can't buy. Find a career that encapsulates the person you desire to be, not the person you are now, and use it to create the life that you desire. When you set out to become the best version of yourself, the rest of your success will fall in place. Something I really want to drive home today is something that I've been actually telling myself a lot recently, because I actually just got licensed to be a realtor. I'm super stoked about it. It's a long and painful and extensive process, but I'm officially a licensed realtor, so that's fun. But what I want to say is everything will happen as it's supposed to. Meaning, don't keep yourself up at night letting your mind race about what's going wrong in your life or what you don't have that you might want. And instead, appreciate what you do have. Be in the moment, be present, be aware of what your struggles, but don't let them keep you from your future successes. And if you're in a competitive career, something you should always keep in mind is that there may be 2,000 other people who are in the same career as you, but you're the only you. Use your personality to take advantage and get to know people and let them see the real you. Don't act like someone you're not and every day just to get ahead. Keep the real you out for everyone to see, not the version of you that society has molded you into. As always, you are so valued and loved, and I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to listen to my podcast. You have no clue how much happiness it brings me to see your messages and posts, and how much it means to me that someone, always texts me and says, hey, I love this episode, or it really touched me in a certain way. That literally melts my heart. I love it. So, once again, as you go out into the world, you might not be the smartest, funniest, or even prettiest person, but the one thing you can be is the kindest person in every room. Thank you.